Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for your introduction, Mara. Please give me some feedback immediately whether you can hear and see me. Good. I see you do. You can. Now let's start without further ado. I'm very glad to welcome all of you at our summary webinar. Today, I'm going to tell you about our two investment projects, which are attractive not only as assets, but things that many women and men crave for, which is gold and diamonds. They say diamonds are the best friends of girls, right? So I represent the sector of precious metals and precious stones, and that sector is being taken care of by Mine Invest company. It's an English company, and it will cover the entire production cycle from the geological survey of the ore until the sale of refined gold. So we are going to cover the entire world. The metals that we're most interested in include gold, of course, and what follows that metal, which is silver, copper, and platinum. According to the plans of our CEO, Andrei Havratov, the objective of the company Mining Invest is to get to the level of such companies as Newmont, Barrick, Australian BHP, King Ross Gold, and Russian companies such as Polys and Polymetal. And in future, we are planning to surpass them because we're not going only to mine, produce gold, but also to create a full-fledged ecosystem with mining, distribution through our own fintech sector. And also we are going to implement innovative technologies on the refinement of gold, which will help us reduce our production costs. As you, I guess, already know, we have a number of projects, and the first project, by the way, could you please switch over to the next slide? Yes. The first project is Ural Gold. Also in Africa, we have a company for trading. Well, one company was put on a stop because of the quarantine. Also in Ghana, we have partnership on gold mining, but again, the management decided to put it at a standstill. So we decided to develop the Ghana Gold ourselves, the Ghana Gold project ourselves, and not use any kind of contractors. But still, because of the quarantine, we had to put it at a standstill, put it on a pause right now. And there are a lot of major Russian corporations that are penetrating that sector with a geological service, and we're going to do that as well. What else I can say here? Yes, we do have several proposals from Australia, South America, Vietnam. They are now being considered by our investment department. So if you have interesting and, what is even more important, promising proposals, write to the investment department with attention of Pavel Fomin. And also you can mention whether it's gold, silver, copper, platinum, and I will surely look at those projects. As for the stones and semi-precious stones, let me tell you the following. We're going to produce artificially grown diamonds, and also we're going to grow colored diamonds too. That's why we're not really interested in semi-precious stones, because a cut colored diamond is always way better than any natural colored precious stones like emeralds. And it also is in line with the philosophy of our company. Now let's start with our biggest for now and most promising project in our portfolio, which is Ural Gold. And you can see already the real life pictures taken from the production facilities. The Ural Gold is a joint project with JMNC project. We are 50-50 partners in it. We're talking about 16 licenses for land use, 16 sites in Sverdlovsk region. The purpose of this project is to build gold production facilities to mine gold. Next slide, please. I've been the representative of our company, was there several times where the survey is being held. We've been testing the samples for the analysis. I was in the laboratories where the ore contents was analyzed and the ore compatibility was also analyzed. So those pictures are real life pictures taken from the real sites in Sverdlovsk in Russia. Next slide, please. And here let's take a look together at the project and its timeline. As you can see, this project is a co-ownership project which started in July 2019. Also during that time, additional geological exploration works were performed. In December 2019, this project was presented to our partners. In 2020, we had 3 independent audits. One of them was to prove the gold content in the ore and overall to provide the confirmation of the presence of the resources. And the third audit was more of a financial audit. So 2 audits were conducted by the Australian and Russian companies, whereas the financial audit was performed by Ernst & Young, British company. I guess you all know already that the company was evaluated at more than 590 million at the current stage. So right now, as you can see, the red arrow, which is the marker for the current stage we're at. We're putting on the balance our first 13 tons of gold in the State Commission of Mineral Reserves on our first sites. Remember, I told you we have 16 such sites, and we're going to go through those processes for each of those sites. Then in 2021, it's going to be the year of industrial testing. In 2022, 2023, we're going to build the factory. That's more or less the expected period time. Then in 2023, 2024, we're going to start the production and we'll get at the 1,000 tons of ore processed per year. That's the target indicator. In 2024, 2028, we're talking about ore here. We're going to process up to 6,000 tons of ore per year. I don't think one factory will be enough. I think we will have to employ or deploy mobile plants as well. Overall, around 880 tons of gold are deposited across all of our sites. In other words, it's almost 28 billion ounces. And you can do the math at the current price per ounce. It's about $55 billion at the gold's current price. But if we consider that the gold price will increase, and that's a no-brainer, then that amount will be even bigger. A very promising future. And our overall goal is to extract all that gold in 30 years. So for you to understand the large scale of our company and our assets, I would like to repeat the main objective as voiced by our CEO. We want our token, and you can see it on the picture here. Our token needs to be assessed at 35 grams of gold. And I'm talking about gold and not US dollar. So the goal is for our token to have the price of 1 ounce of gold. This is the ultimate goal. And I would like to tell you, 1 ounce is around 31 gram of gold. So you can do the math, right? So let's move on to the next project, which is of Mining Invest Group, which is diamonds. The objective of the project is to set up the production factory for the growing of diamonds for jewelry and industrial sectors. Next slide, please. So you can see already the equipment has been shipped for the growing and cutting and polishing of diamonds. And on the next slide, let's take a look at a short introductory video. Okay, this is it. On that video, you could see the equipment. We did it on a very short notice, just for you to understand. So the whole production shop is being assembled together. And now let's go through the time schedule, what it all started with, where we're at right now, and where we're going to. It all started in 2017. Back then, our partners started looking into that technology and created the team exploring technology. Then in 2018, the tests of the formula were performed. In 2019, it was somewhere in the middle of 2019, we joined the project as investors. It was back then when the formula was further improved. The team was increased as well. In 2020, under the investment contract, we paid the remaining 50% of the money. Yes, it was in this. At first, we paid the 50%, the advance payment, the down payment for ordering the equipment. And then in 2020, we paid the remaining 50% to obtain that equipment, to bring it into operation. But there was a small delay there. The equipment should have been launched in November already, but because of the coronavirus, all the dates had to be pushed back. Now in 2021, we plan to obtain our first products, and then we will increase the output so that by the end of the year, we could get to the cost of all the diamonds produced of $5.5 million. Then in 2021, we're going to increase the number of units for producing diamonds up to 7, and also respectively, the output will be increased as well. And then the final goal is to have to franchise a jewelry brand and to sell diamonds for different industrial sectors, such as medicine, oil refinery, space industry, construction. Could you please move on to the next slide? Yes, here you can see the pictures.
Our global goal is to produce diamonds of up to 50 carats of exceptional quality, and production of our diamond in non-jewelry industry it's not the only sector, as diamonds are used for lenses, for laser equipment, for cutting equipment, for drilling equipment in oil industry. By the way, they are in microelectronics. And I am done with my part. Thank you very much for your attention, dear